Ah. Ah. Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. I am Richard. Today I'm gonna bring you back millions and millions of years in time. Back to where there were small, cute and really big, terrifying lizards walking and roaming the earth. I'm talking about Dino Dodge. This is a 2 to 5 player game. It's about 15 to 30 minutes and from 8 years and above. And it's about you trying to survive the end of the world, really. You have to dodge different comets falling down from the sky and crushing you to a certain death. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to play the game. I'm going to show you an overview of the game. So let's just open it and have a look at it. At the start of the setup, you should shuffle the 8 land cards and put them out in this formation in the middle of the table. Each with this symbol in the top and the earth down in the middle. Then you should take the 8 move you cards and deal out 1 facing down to each player. You should then take the remaining action cards, shuffle them together real good, and deal out 4 more cards face down to each player. The cards that remains are put in the middle of the playing area. Once you have placed the land tiles and given all the players their action cards, you need to take the move you cards and mix them together with the rest of the action cards. Mix them and shuffle them real good, and then you place it in the middle of the land area. Now that we've done this, it's time for us to figure out who's the first player. And we're going to choose the most prehistoric one, meaning the oldest. And when I look around the table here, well, it looks like I'm it. So I get the first player token, and this one should be placed with this side up in front of me. Now it's time for the players to choose their dinosaur. There's a bunch of small little dinosaurs here that are pretty cool. Once each player have figured out who they want to be, they place their dinosaur on a land tile. It doesn't matter which land tile, and it doesn't matter which order you place the dinosaurs in. Once you pick your little dino, you also need to take your card corresponding to the meeple you have chosen. We choose the green one, the blue one, and the purple one. So these are the ones that we're going to play with during this game. Looking cool, ain't they? As you can see on the cards here, there are different numbers and different symbols here on the card. And they mean different kinds of things. The green one here, for example, that's how many spaces you may move. This one here is how long range your dinosaur has. This one is how many spaces you move an enemy. So this card, for example, means that you can move yourself 1 tile, then all enemies within 2 of range move 1 space in the opposite direction. And if you play your dino powers, you get to draw 1 extra card. On the land tiles, you also have different kinds of symbols up here in the corner. There's 4 of them, 4 different ones, and you get to use these ones if you're standing on this land tile and you have an action card matching that symbol. But what if you end up on a tile that does not match any of your action cards? Well, then you can choose to play a pair. When playing a pair, you can choose to use this tile's powers even if it doesn't match your card, but you will have to use 2 cards instead. There's 4 of these symbols, but what do they do? This symbol over here lets you swap 2 adjacent land tiles. So these could be swapped out like that. Then we have swap meteor symbol, which means that you can swap a meteor with any meteor on the board. This one is the move meteor, which gets us to, well, you guessed it, move the meteor to 1 adjacent space. The symbol with the watch lets you turn back the meteor one step, giving yourself just a little bit more time to escape. The players move through 3 different phases. The first one is the add a meteor phase. This is where the player picks up the top card from the meteor pile. These are the meteor cards, looking like this. And as you can see here, there are different numbers, but there's also a boom. This one will slowly through the game tick down until it eventually goes, well, boom. But the first thing a player does is, like I said, take the top one from the pile, take the top axis of it, and place it above any land tile on the board. Second thing the player needs to do is to check if they have any cards. If they don't have any cards, they need to draw 5 new ones from the draw pile. But as you can see, my hand is full, so let's just move on. Now I get to play my action cards. I have 2 different ones here. I have Move You and Bump. If I choose to move you, I simply move my own little dinosaurs. If I choose to move you and bump, I also bump my opponent in the same direction. You could choose to use your special dino ability here, which means that Bruno gets to move 2 steps and then move all enemies within range one step in the same direction. Once you're done moving your little dinosaurs around, you get to draw 1 more card from the draw pile if you have no cards on your hand. Otherwise, you move on to just flipping the little player token here to the other side with the watch. This brings us into the sky is falling phase. The first thing we need to do when entering the sky is falling phase is to turn the meteors 1 step clockwise. If no meteor is in the boom space, then we just move on with the playing order. But this meteor is, which faces us with the boom phase. But first, we need to check if there's any dinosaur under the meteor. And there is. So now this player have the opportunity to draw 1 more action card, if they don't have 5 cards on their hand. Once this has been done, we move into the boom phase. If a boom occurs, 2 different things can happen. If you are on the land side of the tile, well, you get to resolve the situation by using 1 single action. But if you are on the lava side, you must use a pair of action cards to get out of the trouble, because you are in double trouble, my friend. And if you can't get out of this situation with the cards that's on your hand, well, I'm sorry, but you're gone. So there you have it, people. That was an overview of Dino Dodge for you. Like I said, a 2 to 5 player games, around 30-45 minutes and above 8 of years. I thought that this was a quick, funny little game that you could bring to the beach or a party or anywhere. And it's really fun to play this with the kids because they really appreciate the small little dinosaurs and their small effects that they have. And the whole thing with the meteor really gets your blood pumping because you want to get out of the spots that are covered by meteors really quick. And it's a fun way also for younger kids to get their minds thinking about how they should move and why they should not move there. And could they move a tile to make life a lot harder for someone else? They have a Kickstarter and the link is down here in the description. So if you want to check that out, press the link. If you want to show me some support, please put a comment down in the comment section here. Hit the subscribe button. And until next week, I'll see you again and spread some love. Don't forget to spread some love out there. Take care, people.